Unnecessary and hurtful. The guy's like been through the ringer. You don't need to do that. Dump him on the floor. Hey y'all, welcome to Old Lady Reacts. It's Michelle, Old Lady. I didn't feel like recording a big intro or trying to write it up or figure out what to say. So let's just watch John Wick 3, Chapter 3, Parabellum, I guess. Yeah, I guess it's called. So yeah, subscribe, check out my Patreon, do all the things. Let's just dive in. Yeah, the cottonwood's blowing in Minnesota, so my sinuses are kind of messed up. Is this what you want? Come over here. Somebody wants snacks, so she's been bugging with me. Come on up here. We'll give you snacks. So I'm trying to remember how the second one ended. I remember how the first one ended, I think, but I'm not sure I remembered a ton of what happened in the second one. So we'll see if they give us like a bit of a recap or something. All right, there you go. That's all now. It's 5:05. Okay, I remember the dog. And I remember the coins. So he started a war with Ian McShane's character, right? I love how old-fashioned the switchboards all look and everything.
Mikado, in effect 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
And oh, that's why they showed that it was 5:05 p.m. All right. That's a lot. That's a lot of money. Yeah, don't be there. You don't want to be in Times Square with all those people could just walk past you and walk up to you and.
$14 million bounty on his head. Every interested party in the city wants a piece of it. I'd say the odds are about even.
So I think Ian McShane is so cool. Like, I think he's so good at his job. Come on, puppy. Don't be shaken. We gotta run. What does it mean that he wears his watch like on the inside rather than out? Ah.
TikTok, Mr. Wick. TikTok.
I know, as I say, I know that actor. I'm trying to remember his name. Is that the guy that played Derek in The Good Place? Poor dog is so wet. 5:38, okay. So he ran around in the rain for 20 minutes? Half an hour, I should say.
Can you see that he's received by the concierge? Yes, sir, Mr. Wick.
The cabbie, a random cabbie knows who he is? Why do those shelves have that? Is that what the shelves hook to? The thing? Okay. Interesting. More coins. And a really, really bulky rosary. Okay.
Dante.
I never thought that Keanu Reeves was a rather short guy if I compared to that guy. Ah! Don't hurt the books. Don't hurt the books. Don't fight in a library, please. Don't knock over shelves and stuff. I would not be amused. This shelving system, it's very interesting. It's metal, it's not wood. Ah! Okay then. We're gonna start with a really brutal hand-to-hand fight. Okay, wow. That was a lot. That was a lot, okay.
Still have 5 minutes. Please.
The coins don't feel like they have the weight that the ones in the first season had. Like they had, first episode had.
Excommunicado. In effect 1 minute.
The countdown is not helpful. What was the other one? There was another movie where that's like, stop with the countdown. That's not helpful. That was, Mission Impossible 4, I think, was the countdown. Because it was Jeremy Renner, I remember. And Jeremy Renner and what's his name? Rather sexist that it's all women. So who's going to be helpful and who's not?
I told you where the medicine was.
Oh, he wants him to shoot him. Oh, dear.
Where?
Here, just below my floating rib. Be sure not to hit my leg.
Ow, dude.
Yeah. All right. Be sure not to graze my car.
Ow. That's an unfortunate thing to have to do, but okay.
Good luck, Mr. Wick.
Thanks, Doc.
It always amazes me how spare these movies are dialogue-wise. Like, there's so little, but it's completely clear what's happening, completely makes sense. There's this shorthand that just works. It's just like, you just into it, and it just kind of works. Like I still don't even remember really what happened at the end of the second one, but I get it. That's probably not going to hold them that long. It's just, of course, there's like glass and crystal everywhere. What's the most breakable place we could have a fight now? But there were like 6 bullets there. Why didn't he take more than that? Oh, because he's just going to take it from the guys that... Okay. He only needed 1, I guess. Yeah. Okay. That's kind of funny. Ow, 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 ow. Lots of knives. I don't like that. Oh, jeez. There's knives all over the floor. You just pick some of those up. It's nice of them to only come at him 2 at a time, I guess. It's helpful. Okay, a knife to the skull. That's lovely. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that. No, 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 no. I don't want to see that. No, thank you. That's just hurtful. Hurtful and unnecessary. But, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do, I guess. Oh, don't poke me. Oopsie. Oh. This guy's like Teflon, really. He should have broken legs by this point. This is like a tour of useful New York backstage things. Don't hurt the horsies. Don't hurt the horsies. I was going to say, he's going to make the horse kick someone in the head. And he still didn't get anybody's gun? He doesn't have anybody's gun? That seems short-sighted. Okay, now he's got a gun. It is a little ridiculous, but that gets it. I was kind of wearing this shirt ironically, because I didn't think that I would need it, but I think that gets a... See, that felt like it had weight. The little gold coins, they didn't feel like they had any weight to them.
Giordani.
Is that Angela, what's her name? Angelica Houston? That's it.
Moje imię Giordani Jovanovich. Ja dитя Беларуси.
Is he? Really?
You know, when my pupils first come here, they wish for one thing. A life free of suffering.
I tried to make it look like that painting.
As you know, art is pain.
I did not need to see that either. What the hell? Okay, this is preparing me for the rest of the movie. All right.
All of this for what? Is a sabachki?
Yes. And what's wrong with that?
Собачка.
And a car. Really? So what are we doing? What are we doing? Are we branding him?
Your ticket is torn.
Ow, okay. They have their own very convenient crematory. That's nice.
There are rules. They are the only things that separate
And
us.
the animals.
Yes.
Actually, our ability to accessorize is the only thing that separates from the animals.
There's an adjudicator here to see you.
So I'm trying to remember what Laurence Fishbourne was in the second one. I vaguely remember all of like the homeless people and the...
Mission control. Brainstem of my operation, the information super flyway, from whence I
information super flyway.
can't hack it, can't trace it.
Can you get disease from it?
Well, I wouldn't recommend that you eat them.
Yeah, so you might be able to.
No, there will be no replacement for me on the throne, because I am the throne, baby. I am the Bowery!
I am the throne, baby.
Do not make the mistake of thinking you exist outside the rules. No men do. You have 7 days.
Not sure about her character. Like she's trying to be scary, but she really doesn't have a core of scariness or anything. Like, really, you're gonna go up against Ian McShane and Laurence Fishbourne and with that? Like, okay. Yeah, he's pretty conspicuous in that suit. Like he's wanting to show himself to everybody. Maybe it's time for some disguise work. You can have that back.
Sophia?
Oh. That's Halle Berry, okay.
I'm not asking you to kill anyone. I just need you to get me to...
I like that lamp very much, actually.
We leave in 10 minutes.
Should have been some kind of interaction more with the dogs there. I think that, you know, the thing that I liked about the first one that I'm struggling with is that the first one felt very, it felt very naturally cool and very just kind of almost like, you know, it felt like an indie film. Like they're just like doing what they want. They're not trying to be cool. Where this one's really trying to be cool, really trying to look cool, really trying to like have, you know, like they're trying too hard.
It involves someone who broke the rules and stood against the table.
John Wick, you mean?
Isn't that a blowfish? He's going to feed her like the bad part of the blowfish. Hi there. Head on over to my Patreon to get access to exclusive content like Firefly, polls, and a growing collection of full-length reactions. And now, back to the movie.
Blowfish. Very fatal.
Yes, we know. So like this is one of the things that I'm talking about. Like they're just rehearsing you don't rehearse with stage lights and things. Like, that kind of a rehearsal should be in a rehearsal room or with the house lights up. And like, it's like the lighting is too purposeful. It's too detailed, it's too much. It's like every shot and every screen, every angle is trying to be like super gorgeous and really cool. And it's just like, therefore nothing is standing out.
I have served. I will be of service.
Ow, that's gonna hurt.
Go to the edge of the desert, look up. Canis Minor, the dog that followed Orion through the sky.
That's not helpful.
You have received a great gift. I have hosted your friend. What do you offer in return?
Does he want the dog? I'll take the dog.
This will be how you show me your fail.
No.
Surely it's the least you can do.
No.
You want to fight another fight over another dog?
And I will kill you.
Oh, don't shoot the dog! What? The dog's still like, I got him, I got him, I got him, I got him. Okay, yeah, lots of shooting, lots of fighting, blah, blah, blah. I mean, I get the whole point about, like, the whole thing with the dogs. It's supposed to, like, the dogs get their revenge, you know. But I feel like they could have saved it till the end. Like, it should have, I don't know. Like, it's like, I've seen it, it's been like 3 times now the dog has taken out a bad guy. The fight scenes have just gone on too long. They're not as interesting as they have been in the past. The dogs are just a bit much. I'm sorry. Like, I don't like to see dogs do that. So that was a real thing when he said to go out to the edge of the desert? It's getting weird now with the suit. Like, he's just like, that's his outfit, that's his costume. He's not going to deviate from it, but like, it's just kind of rather impractical now. Like, unnecessary. That's just hurtful. See, like, even the hair, it doesn't look naturally messed up. It looks like artfully messed up. Like purposefully, you know, there's a lack of grittiness in this movie that I'm like, let's stop trying to make everything so absolutely gorgeous and beautiful and perfect. Did he cut off one of his fingers? Ah! Ah! Yeah. Okay, you could have kept the wedding ring, maybe. Like, ow! You could have just taken it off. Like, oh dear. The hand thing really bugs me. Okay. Oh, yeah. Yikes. Okay. Wow. And it just keeps getting worse. I have very sensitive hands. I really hate seeing, like, people's hands get injured and shit. Ugh. This is a little bit over the top, I think. So how does he manage this before somebody comes for him? Like, right in the middle of... Okay. A little assist. All right. Okay, take the bike. Take the bike. Probably should take the helmet too, but, you know, he's in a hurry. He was smart. He put the helmet on. Safety first. Looks like Batman. Of course, motorcyclists with swords. There are only so many notes an ear can hear in the course of an evening. Just too many notes. Just cut a few. Be fine. Except this isn't Mozart, so yeah.
And there are simply too many notes. That's all. Just cut a few and it'll be perfect.
Oh, he's at the hotel, though. Rude. That's the first actually funny thing. That's another thing of like this. Like, there's no humor in it, and I guess there wasn't a lot of humor in the first and second one, but there was some kind of cleverness in it in the first one that's lacking.
I've been looking forward to meeting you for a long time.
He's fangirling right now. So wasn't there was like a hall of mirrors kind of thing in the second one? Was that in this one, or was that in John Wick, or was that in Mission Impossible? See, it's been so many action films, I'm getting them all mixed up now.
Verification.
Adjudication 1011979. The Continental Hotel, New York.
It's a 0, not an O.
File. The New York Continental Hotel.
So it's not a neutral zone anymore. Okay, interesting.
The hotel has been deconsecrated. Goodbye.
Like, what is that under his eyes? That makeup? Like, everything's so, like, I love detail. Detail is good. Everything should be detailed and should be very specific. But at the same time, it's like some points, it's just too much. It's like Chanel said, you put on accessories before you leave the house. You always should take one off.
May I suggest the 2011 Combat Master in combination with the 9mm Major?
Why? They should have been more specific there. I don't think they care. Weren't most of the lights off already?
See this packing. Parabellum.
Okay. So we know what that means. So are the green lights so they can't use night vision goggles? So I feel like he should have had a silencer on them, because like now everybody knows right where he is. Like everybody just like follow the sound of the guns and know where he is. So he makes every shot, they miss every shot? Is this the same? This looks like the same place that he found the kid that killed the dog and stole his car in the first. I don't think the water would slow it down that much. Where you could just go, oopsie, oopsie, I'll get out of the way.
I know you believe you can keep this up, but I assure you.
Not interested. Like, she's just not that interesting in general. Like, I'm sorry, you're in there with Ian McShane. You need to be specific and you need to be doing a lot more than that. Let's go in the glass room so we can break a whole lot of glass. Thanks for waiting until I got up. I mean, it feels like we're just having fights to have fights now. Like, what was the point of those two guys? Bored now.
If I didn't have to kill you, we'd be pals.
Let's do this.
Yeah, get it over with, please. They didn't even really explain, like, who this guy is, really, that I should care about him. Or any of his students. Like, what? Like, I don't get the screens outside the window. Like, why are they there? Why are they just like, Just there to be there, like. I mean, yes, it's time. Time is important, I guess. Oh. Say goodbye to your fingers. Just a flesh wound.
Harley?
Harley!
What do you propose we do?
So what happens if they just kill this judge lady?
Oh, he has to die. Sorry, Jonathan. Don't see any other way.
Okay, what? Did that actually finally kill him or no?
The Continental will now be reconsecrated. Good day to you both.
Yeah, she's trying too hard to be cool and it's just not carrying it off. She's a weak link in this group of actors here, sorry. Oh yeah, that guy. Put him in the little cart and... Did it say he survived too? Yeah. Unnecessary and hurtful. The guy's like been through the ringer. You don't need to do that. Dump him on the floor.
You pissed, John? Are you? Yeah.
Okay. Well, that didn't do much of anything for me. It just felt like fight after drawn out fight, one after another, strung together with very loosely constructed filler scenes that were just unsatisfying and unspecific. It started off well, and I had high hopes, but it just didn't go anywhere particularly interesting. I think it depended too much on the emotion of the first film to carry over, and it didn't work hard enough to establish its own point of view. Like the second movie kind of had its own point of view separate from the first one. It had a very different feel from the first one, but this one just like, it didn't have anything specific to hold on to. Like beyond fights and trying to look cool visually, everything else, like it just felt very forced and really manufactured instead of like the natural grittiness that the first movie had. And I normally enjoy pretty films and I enjoy really beautifully set up shots, but it was like every shot had to be like that. Every moment had to be like that. Like you never get to relax into it. This was just too much. Every shot had to be incredibly lit and perfectly placed, and there wasn't enough core of the plot or story behind it to make you care. I really liked the detail of like the mythology building that they were trying to do with the markers and the tattoos and the traditions and all that. But none of that detail carried over into the story or the characters or the any kind of emotional journey. It reminded me a little bit of the second Mission Impossible film that had the slow-mo birds flying everywhere for no reason other than to look cool. Like that's supposed to add style or something, be auteur or whatever. Yeah, I definitely don't agree with the 89 and 86% ratings on Rotten Tomatoes. Those are way too high. I wouldn't even have given this a 50% rating. Everything and everyone felt like they were just trying too hard. Halle Berry, Sophia just felt unnaturally intense. The entire time it was a very one note, and the adjudicator chick was clearly way out of her depth. The command that the character needed, it has to come from an internal core of strength, and the actress just was all external, was all like physical, like it was very weird. I would have liked to have seen Angelica Houston in that role instead. Like putting her and Ian McShane up against each other in a few scenes, that would have been fantastic. Keanu Reeves was fine. Yeah, we know he can do some cool fights and he's good at the whole like intense and brooding thing and all that, but I was hoping for more there. And, you know, Lance Reddick is great, always. And thank God for Ian McShane and Laurence Fishbourne, who they come with some natural kind of gravitas and a relaxed way of just being cool and in control. And that provided somewhat of a base for John Wick to fight around. But they couldn't provide enough cool to carry off the whole film, sadly. So yeah, this is definitely my least favorite of the John Wick films. I'm sure I'll watch the fourth one that's come out recently once it's no longer $20 just to rent it. And hopefully that one will be better and not just more guys getting their fingers cut off and getting stabbed in the head over and over and over again. So if you like this video, please hit the thumbs up button. It really does help the channel. Subscribe, do all the things. Check out my Patreon for exclusive content and click here to watch another of my reactions next. You guys are awesome. I love sharing movies with you, good and bad. Thanks for watching with me.